Okay. Back. Campaign continues. Indeed, Wolfster, still Helldivers. I'm going to do another episode now, 45 minutes-ish, and then some Helldivers time. Finding the stronghold in 44 hours. So, as I was making my cup of tea, I was thinking about that last episode and how rough that mission was and how downcast, frankly, I felt. How like, oh, it's all over, campaign's over. Maybe not. Supplies and double recruiting. Gonna. And so how can I possibly say that maybe it's not all over? So that last mission, that was so hard. I think it's worth bearing in mind that that was a retaliation mission. And that the difficulty of that mission shouldn't be indicative of how hard it is generally. Let's go with a couple frags. This is Haven Defense, so we're looking to... Not Haven Defense. Spy hunting. What perks do Haven advisors get? I don't know what you mean by perks. I know that some people will train officers as Haven advisors, but I tend to have my troops pop in and out of Haven advisory between doing other things. Oh God, Rosenth, you can say that again. Oh, hello, kitty. My lap. Advent can't hurt me. I have Lilu here, the bestest kitty in the whole world. So yeah, anyway, I did a lot of whinging about how hard that other mission was. But I don't think I should think of it as indicative of how hard generally the campaign's going to be. And the other missions are like, basically, that is way harder than everything else would be. So let's just keep hanging on. Who are the Haven advisors? There we go. Arnold. Oh, right. Once you sort them for then whatever reason you can't change the loadout. Frag, frag, frag. That'll do. Haven advisor. EXO, fine. Haven advisor. Does he need a sidearm? I don't think so. So how many alloys do we have? We can probably produce a fair amount of improved ablative armor. Which could be quite good. He's also under the support tree. I kind of feel like I want to start retraining my Haven, my Grenadiers, I mean. Because it shouldn't be all that hard just to do the incendiary grenade proving ground thing, and then I can roll out some incendiary grenades to my Grenadiers. We need to analyze how the Grenadiers feel out in the field now, and decide whether we think it's worth it or not to have them continue being support Grenadiers. Like, really all the support Grenadiers are offering us is the blue screen bombs to lower hack defense, but we are already lowering hack defense with the assault troopers, zap, and the red screen rounds. Oh, the Haven personnel. Yeah, the Haven personnel get perks as they level up. How they level up is a little inscrutable. I believe it's just over time. The longer that they stay in, they get higher level up. Like, I think Ruben Nichols has survived 2 missions and then gets upgraded. Righto, so I might just leave these guys on supply gathering now while we do this liberation mission.
Setting course for the Mexican
So I don't
regional
have a
track.
jurisdiction now on on quote unquote normal intel gathering. But I don't feel like I really have a squad that could actually do anything really anyway. Like 4 days, 10 to 12, not doable. Extra damage, primary weapon, great. Eastern Europe recruitment. Let me just remind myself, I'm trying to get up to 80 intel so I can make contact here and do the Black Site mission. Attack analysis, that's an amazing one to get.
I think you will find our results have exceeded expectations.
Nice, located the stronghold.
Keep this up, Commander, and we might just make you
Pop
an
support
honorary
2 is increased
You've got something new
supplies.
for us, Commander. My Reapers are up for taking on some additional orders.
Okay, we need a Master Sergeant. Don't have one of those. Rosenthal, who are you with? Gunner. I could send you with someone from... Can I send the technical? No. Not surprising. I think Stiebling. Can I send Fredo Stiebling? Yeah, there we go. Corporal to lower the risk of capture. Fine. Send the Reaper. Ambush chance is low, so we could still be ambushed. So we set ourselves up to deal with that.
We will work hand in hand.
Well, there are more and more covert orders being made available. So we're going to be able to have pop support to increase supplies by 15. That's very nice. That's very, very nice. And we're about to get another one unlocked, I think, with the skirmishers. Moving down is idle, but that's fine. More recruitment in Eastern Europe. So anyway, all of the whinging I was doing in the last episode about the campaign being over, let's just wait and see. Ah, but here we go. This is something I wanted to do. Take trial by fire on one of my specialists, so that for like Charlie and Delta Squad, we have a specialist. Martinova, she should be in one of those two anyway. Is she in Charlie? Barton, Rodriguez, Martinova, Sergeant, Corporal. Why don't I swap them around? Specialist Cassandra, she's actually quite high level, First Lieutenant. So if I put Martinova with Delta Squad, then she can help people level up. I don't know. Anyway, let's at least have one specialist with trial by fire for the leveling up. So you find low-level Grenadiers are worthless until they get level up, and we have fire grenades. Indeed. There's one thing I've just experimented now, though, in an offline campaign with Grenadiers in the early game. It's a little expensive, but what is worth trying is early game Grenadier, and you go down the explosive path. And obviously your frags don't destroy cover, but if you build shape charges and you have them launch shape charges. So shape charges 100% guarantees that you can destroy cover. But with the Grenadier it can do 2 squares. So you don't do any hit point damage, but it is guaranteed cover destruction, which is something I want to experiment with in the early game. Basically, it would mean that your Grenadier in the early game, until you get frags or fire grenades, he's just there to destroy cover. which means that like in a 6-man squad, 1/6 of your soldiers isn't outputting any damage, but he is doing a hell of a lot to facilitate the other guys. And let's say you have 3 slots available for a Grenadier, 10 supplies per shape charge, it's 30 supplies each for a Grenadier. I don't know. I think it might be worth it if you go for the squad approach that I spoke about earlier, where you have an assault squad where guys are meant to go forward on time-sensitive missions. Like an assault squad, you'd say you have 2 Shinobis, 2 assaults, a specialist, and a technical. Whereas you differentiate that from a different type of squad, like a siege squad, which is for missions that aren't time-sensitive, where you go more direct fire, like 2 snipers, rangers, gunners. You don't bother with a Shinobi, you don't bother with an assault trooper. You just take boom boom and pew pew. Yeah, Elkmon, I tried that today, yeah. So shape charges can be launched. No, they can be launched with a grenade launcher. Is this going to get to 7 to 9? I don't think so, but let's wait and see. Eastern US, Haven recruitment. I want to take stock of the equipment we have. I wonder if I can do this mission. Who's available? I think I want to take the Templar out. If I take if I take out a 5-man squad, well, I'll have to wait for Kakabilo. Which 5 would we send on that radio mission? We would send out obviously Kakabilo. That's his speciality. Deadeye. When these guys are out of that mission, we'll think about sending them for the radio tower. Must launch a report, 10 to 12. Revealed start. Please tell me these guys have mag weapons. They don't. Still using laser weapons. Well, we've got 1 mag rifle here. Is this worth boosting? I don't think so. Let's do it. And just to go back to Van Dorn's comment about low-level frag grenadiers being useless, I largely agree, and it's why in this campaign I'm starting their build as support grenadiers, and they currently still support grenadiers. I'll probably retrain them though once we can roll out plasma grenades, but I don't see when that's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe in Charlie or Delta Squad or one of the other grenadiers. Why don't we dedicate 30 supplies at the end of the month to building 3 shape charges, retraining one of the support grenadiers as an explosive grenadier, and just see what it's like using shape charges to pick cover to destroy every turn. You can only destroy 2 squares of cover, but I'm pretty sure it destroys almost anything. And the shape charges should also make vehicles explode. Because if it feels viable, then I think we can potentially justify in a future campaign thinking about having shape charge lobbing explosive grenadiers right from the beginning. Okay, let's hug the left here. No Shinobi. It's a little scary. I'm all over it. But then again, double ice grenade. It's very good.
Got it covered.
Affirmative. Position bestätigt.
I just need some supplies, man. I need to build a whole bunch of weapons and armor and shit to replace everything I've lost because I suck. So where's the music? Let's go for some old school. Right, don't save. Return. Who's actually on point here? Probably Steve-O.
Here I come.
I'm just going to keep being quiet until we aggro something.
Getting it done. Bin schon dabei.
We're moving too slowly. I think we're moving too slowly.
No need to ask twice. Got it covered.
We got something over here.
Okay, very close. We can expect contact on the next turn, probably. Cheeky hack. Small intel cache, 100%. We'll just take that then.
I'm going.
I actually kind of hate this phase of the game. It's nerve-wracking.
Let's do this.
When are we going to aggro the pod?
Let's move already.
This shows you how reliant I am on Shinobis or Reapers to do scouting.
Overwatch. Kein Problem.
Kein Problem.
Bin dabei.
Well, I might as well hack because I'm already revealed anyway, so. Another thing I've been thinking about changing up is the second officer ability that I give. I typically give my guys incoming, just to offset some of that explosive damage. When you aren't able to, kill or control all the sources of explosives. But in the whole campaign, I've only had to use it like once or twice. And I'm thinking maybe get some might be better. Oh, we hit him. Nice. So I'm pretty sure that is the change that has been made to lightning reflexes. Lightning reflexes now, the description reads, the first Overwatch shot misses. So then everything after the first one follows the normal dodge rules. Whoa!
Stehe hier unter Beschuss.
Okay, so let's try grab the heavy mech. So look, 42% chance to control. Levitt smear. Rapid deployment. Flashbang. You're gonna have to move first. So Horst, who are you going to own? I might actually run and gun here and then zap the heavy mech. Actually, I don't have to run and gun because I can just do it from here.
Geht klar.
0%. 3%. So I think lightning reflexes is different for XCOM than it is for Advent. Reaction fire shots have a significant decreased chance to hit. The bonus goes down each additional reaction shot you face. The first reaction shot, okay, yeah, so that's a change that's been made to the Spectre, which I'm very glad for, because in past builds, the Spectre would like waste your entire squad's Overwatch fire. So let's just pay attention to the hack numbers real quick. We're going to try to take control of this heavy mech. 42% now. Levitt smear.
Tired of waiting around.
Flashbangs.
Grenade!
The 42 I think will become 62. So we don't have red screen rounds, do we? 42 now becomes 56.
Braten wir sie!
56 now becomes 77. Way better. I'm just gonna check if I don't have red screen rounds on anybody. No. 77 can still very easily, very routinely fail. We have a Biggest booms. I wanted biggest booms, those two. Or I could just rocket like that, but that hits my own lad. Oh no, it won't. I'll just rocket these bastards. Fuck it. It leaves Judy Mitchell out in the open, but do it.
This one's for you. Target's
Spectre
neutralized.
killed, Trooper killed. That is correct, Eddie, but we will see once we actually pull up the hack dialogue. Then we'll decide whether to actually go for it or not. 76, look at that first sergeant, so hard to hit. Shredder, no. Let us preemptively use incoming, because if the hack fails, we may well get grenaded, and we will put that on Overdrive, who is out in the open. Out of interest sake, how many hit points does that mech have left? 8. So this has a 50% chance of killing it. That's worth thinking about as well.
Going haywire.
$74. Come on! And wait until we get that skirmisher order, which lowers hack defense by a further 20. So, once we get that skirmisher order lowering defense by 20, red screen rounds, zap from assault troopers, blue screen bombs from our support grenadiers, and there's one other way to lower it as well. Then we might even have a chance at grabbing a sector pod one day, which is of course the dream. Shot, mate. Oh!
You can't handle me.
I forget what it's called, but it's a quite a high level perk for the specialist.
I'm on it.
Quite sure why the mech didn't, why the trooper didn't get his turn, but whatevs. Weird.
Bin unterwegs.
So remember, there's still 10 to 12 enemies on this map. But if we can get everybody into position to run the next turn, that'll be so amazing. Oscar Mike, I don't think it's particularly necessary.
Got it.
Got it covered.
Well, Eddie, I'm very much hoping that I can get my specialists up to that sort of number. Level and hack numbers.
Running.
Because this is the other argument for keeping your grenadiers as support grenadiers. Right, we have troops out in the open, but kind of like, who cares? I mean,
Schon unterwegs.
I just want to get this VIP out of here.
No problem, boss.
Let's move already.
I think I might just want to destroy this heavy mech though. I've easily got him for one more turn. I know that much.
On the move. Moving to Overwatch. Biete Feuerschutz.
Rolling out.
Oh boy, Muton Elite.
Ziel steht noch.
I don't know. Dr. Rosenth, but we have previously ended an episode with a mech hacked under our control, and we didn't get it, unsurprisingly. Right, brave heavy mech. Hello, boys. That's all I care about, is getting everybody out.
Roger that.
Location confirmed.
I'm going.
Like, for the time being, we are very much below the damage and power curve. If I can get a mission like this basically gifted to me with only a few kills and no casualties, I'm going to take it. We'll do one quick suicide bombing here and then get out of here.
VIP in Sicherheit und bereit zur Evakuierung.
Well done. Only 4 kills, but that's fine. The main thing is flawless, no injuries, which, considering the insanely long list of dead troops we have, fine.
That our peacekeepers will stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal elements such as the one that occurred today. The Elders have total faith in our ability to overcome any and all threats to our peace.
And back to the subject of lowering hack defense, it's always feel like it's quite difficult to decide who I give the red screen rounds to.
I expected something.
Because you want someone with some degree of accuracy to be able to hit the target. But it feels very bad giving them red screen rounds. They don't do bonus damage in any other way. We are saving for Shredder, I think, because once we get rapid fire and Shredder, it's going to be great. Subpark says, oh baby. Steve and Mitchell. This is technical and Grenadier. No, I'm looking to bond technicals to gunners in this playthrough. Let's level up their bond, because it should be about the time when that finishes the covert action. Well, anyway, when that bond training is finished, we'll throw them into the network tower. I just want to see what kind of armor. So 3 EXO suits, 2 Pred armor, 2 Spider suits. So for the radio tower, I think I want 2 EXOs, 2 Spiders, and a Predator. Soli, how are you, mate? Now, I'm not actually gathering intel anywhere. Like, New Mexico really is the place, though. It's Vigilance 2. Strength 4, Strength 3, Vigilance 1. We could go do it there. Where are we on the Liberation chain? I think for New Mexico, if I get one more Liberation mission, I can get the Radio Tower mission. Same in... No, Eastern Europe we've done none. So that indicates Radio Tower built. That's like headquarters. New Mexico. Reywai, thanks for following, you bloody peasant. Okay, this is going to hurt the income, but let's go back to intel gathering.
Another important step forward in our research.
Okay, unbelievably, this means now we can make contact with East Africa. And do I actually want to keep doing a data pad? I mean, this data pad will give me enough to boost a mission if I need to, but the other option is Viper, Chrysalid, Berserker, Psionics, Illyrium, we don't have enough. Encryption gets me the Shadow Chamber, which I should do, but I need 40 intel for that, so let's keep going data pads.
Commander, we've We've utilized all of our available communications capacity. We can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
Great strides. Why did it stop spinning? Anyone get recruited? No. 6 days to liberate, hinder advent operations. 13 to 15 relay destruction. 22 intel in 5 days. That data pad is done, so I can then boost this if I need to. 6 days. Let's fucking do it.
Setting course for Sector 8, Mexico.
Commander.
So unbelievably now,
we're detecting lost
if I
activity
succeed
in
with this,
area. Our forces will need to be especially vigilant.
okay, wait a second. I need to do some recoloration here for Alpha Squad. Also, let's pull our Haven advisors out. The Haven advisor. Okay, he's not being a Haven advisor. I think I'm going to want to bet on, excuse me, bet on boosting this. Because currently it would be 4 of us versus 10 to 12. Arguably that's doable, because there's Lost in the abandoned city, and the Lost can distract the enemy, but let's not take any chances. Now, we said that we're going to start using quote-unquote Black Watch to like top up squads that need to be topped up. Well, this would be 5 of us against 10 to 12. I don't think it's worth it. Let's just send 4 of us against... I mean, it's 4 of my best troops. A ranger with a spider suit. I think the Lost, with the Lost being present, and all I have to do here is destroy a relay. That being said, I would really love to be able to take a Sharpshooter with. Do we leave this Shinobi behind? He's not that great for destruction of a radio relay. Nah, this is the squad. This is fine. Hope there's no mutons. Just hope. No specialist. I don't think Lost Lures are actually in this version of Long War the Chosen. So my Sharpshooter is still wounded, so I can't take him along. The only Sharpshooter we have is wounded, so if I had any ideas of just using recon to get eyes on the objective and destroy it that way, kind of goes out the window. I can't help but think that this is still a way to do it. It's a concealed start. We just need to get close enough to the relay. The second we go loud, we start launching rockets, which gets Lost involved. It's going to be hard, but it's doable. And I don't think sending someone else and boosting to 5 of us versus 10 to 12, is it worth the intel? I mean, the intel will pay for itself, but then the question is, if I can only send 1 person out with me, I think it should be the skirmisher. But look at the difference between the skirmisher, 7 to 9, Spark, 10 to 12. Which I suppose makes sense, because the skirmisher has different infiltration stats. Okay, now it's 100% worth boosting. So 150 is the magic number. And we'll still make net 10 intel from it. Alright, Operation Witch Beast. Let's destroy the alien relay. And then once we do this, that'll proc, excuse me. It'll proc the radio relay mission. I wish I could show you guys this, the bestest kitty in the whole world. Looks like camera. Don't move. No, don't move, sweetie. Don't move. Best kitty in the world. Actually, so now the only reason I had New Mexico fully on intel gathering was because I wanted to do these liberation missions. But I could go straight to supply gathering. I think let's go back to supply gathering because we're just about to make contact in Africa. And then we can go to full intel in Africa.
Setting course for the East African sector.
Who's a good kitty? You're a good kitty. Yes. Even if you vomit on the carpet in the morning. One day, nope.
Finally, we arrive upon the asylum of those depraved enough to defy the Elders.
Well, Mine, I can tell you, I have, it's my mom's dog technically, but a little Jack Russell bitch called Gizmo. She's so cute. The definition of a lap dog. That dog is like welded to your lap. Yeah, Eddie. So she's been getting much better, but I mean, I need to be controlling her food intake a lot more now. The breeder told me that all of her cats, you never need to control their diet, they just control it themselves, but she's still quite a young cat, like 4 months old, so she just eats until she, purges and gets sick.
New regional contacts located.
It's actually a good point, Van Dorn. Strength is 5. But you know what, we're not under any time pressure whatsoever, and I think I would rather, because vigilance, but strength 5, so I can't really do anything there. Let's just leave it with supply and recruit then. I don't really have a jurisdiction where I can do, regular missions. Eastern Europe, maybe. I don't want to be operating in New Mexico because we're just about to, after this mission, we'll get the radio tower. And then that's going to make for a nice low headquarters assault. Look, strength 5, so we're not doing headquarters assault anytime soon there. I think the right spot to intel gather is Eastern Europe. It's going to mean that we have strength 3, so 10 to 12 base activity. So hopefully what will happen is we can get a jailbreak mission, get some more Haven members. How are we doing for injuries? Do I actually need to be scanning at Templar headquarters?
One member of the science team who is currently awaiting an assignment. We should have our science staff assigned to facilities to maintain an efficient operation.
I thought... okay, there we go.
Avenger plotting new course.
Avenger plotting new course.
Setting course for Eastern Europe.
More available for recruitment. Western Europe recruitment. So, would any of you be able to help me to figure out why in the recruitment page I can't see the stats of my troopers? I always used to be able to, but I don't know why I can't anymore. If any of you in chat or in the YouTube comments could let me know, is it a mod I need to activate, or Because I'm just thinking about my sharpshooter's problem. But if I could look at the stats before I hire, I'd be able to pick the ones that have the highest accuracy and hire them for stats. I don't know if it's a mod setting or something. Edit options, abilities, view locked perks, base game. It's not that. Campaign, Long War 2. Squad select. Show me the stats. Skip, show item backgrounds, skip intro. I don't think it's gotcha again, but let's just check here. Quick soldier info, it makes sense. Only available in no attack layer. That's you can until I purchase one, and then it hides the stats the others. That's exactly what happened to me as well. Weird. Standard information. Shot bar settings. Yeah, it's super annoying. Because the skip initial skills option, I don't think that. What, under squad select? Skip initial abilities. No, that is under, you know, I don't want them to show me the stats. This is for show me the skills, show me the stats. Yeah, but this is in squad select. Weird. Leaving and recruiting again shows stats for you. Well, we'll see at the end of the month. Righto, so how are we? 65% there.
This will prove to be an important
end of the month soon. Uh, 40 intel, chrysalid and viper. Let's do berserker autopsy. Because those combat drugs, I believe, are actually great. They're really good. I love it on my assault troopers especially. Because like on turn 1, you use run and gun, get run and gun off. Turn 2, use the combat drugs, which is normally enough to give you the mobility to blue move to flank again. Then on the next turn, run and guns off cooldown again, so you can use it then. One training is done. Hit leave and recruit again. What do you mean leave? What, yeah, hang on. So, armory, recruit. Well, at the end of the month when we have some supplies, we'll try to play around with that, because that is super annoying.
You had to expect I'd come for your friends eventually, Commander. I can't have them out there spreading word of your exploits. Now can I?
Aha! Night Shadow. Major. Wonderful. So when this completes now, we can actually afford the TAC Infiltration's GTS ability, which is kind of huge. That's going to mean we should be able to take 6 or 7 troops, 5 or 6 along for most missions. Means she's training for another 8 days, but
Setting course for the Mexican
I didn't
regional
mean to
threat.
click there. We're okay. Remember, once it gets full, you have a full month. Okay, 44 minutes, good episode. When we come back, we will be destroying the alien relay. It's going to be a 5-man squad. We're going to be boosting to take it down to 7 to 9. That will then proc the network tower mission for New Mexico, which I think we might do immediately, considering strength is only 3. And then after that, we might go straight into headquarters assault as well, depending on the kind of resources we have. Strength keeps going up in Western US. This is fucking crazy. A lot of Bannockburn, thanks for following. I wonder if they keep reinforcing there just because we've liberated here, and they want to keep on launching assaults on our liberated region. Which really sucks if that's the case, because that last Liberation defense mission was insane, and I don't have to do that again anytime soon. Well, we're about to find the other stronghold here. We're about to proc another network defense tower. At the end of the month, 420 supplies. We'll take stock of how many weapons we have. If I can go into a headquarters assault here with strength 3 or 4, with full mag weapons on a full 10-man squad, we should be able to smash that. And then have Eastern US and New Mexico liberated. Arguably then I could send Western Europe fully into hiding to get that strength down. Lots to think about. The tactical layer is a real head scratcher in this game. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying it. Look forward to the next episode.